Good morning, students. Today we have a new topic in Visual Basic variables. What are the variables, where we have to use, how we have to use? This is the first slide of variable. Variable is a container where you can contain the values, because when you are doing the programs in any programming language, you have to use the variables. Variables is a storage location. When the program will run, this storage location will place into the random access area. It holds data, it holds information also while the program is running. These storage locations can be referred by their names. So every variable have their own specific name. When we are defining the variable in Visual Basic, we have to remember these three things. The name of the variable. The name of the variable is actually reference to the location where you are creating, and it must be keep in mind while you are creating the variable name should be named which type of value you are taking into the particular variable. As for example, if you are taking the roll number of a student, then variable name should contain the roll number. As for example, std roll, this variable shows that you are taking the roll number of the student. Then after, the value, which type of value will be stored in this variable, that you have to keep in mind, because while working in Visual Basic or in any programming language, you have to use this value which is storing into the variable. Then after, the data type. Data type means which type of value you want to store in it. It will be a number, it will be a character, it will be a string, it will be a date and time, etc., or it will be a boolean value. So data type, it is the third part, the third property of the variable. Before creating the variable, we should keep in mind some points. As for example, that as a programmer, you should give the name of the variable. Visual Basic associates that name with the location in the computer's random access memory. The value currently associated with the variable is stored in the memory location where you are creating. Simply use the name by choose when you need to access the value. As for example, if you are storing student roll number, student name, student address, then through these variables name, you can access the value which stored in the particular variable. Uses of variable. How we can use the variables. Variables are used to copy or store values. It may be entered by the user, or you can also enter, you can give the value while you are creating the variable. Variables are using in arithmetic manipulations. Variables are using in test values. Variables hold temporary data while it is running into the memory. Now, data type. As I told you, that data type is a type of data. First you have to decide the variable name, then you have to decide which type of value you want to take in it from user side. As for example, student name. So the data type cannot be a number because name is containing a text. Student roll number. Student roll number will be in number only. If it is Boolean variable means where you are taking true or false only, then it should be a Boolean variable. Character variable, you are taking a single character or you are taking a name. Name is containing more than one character, so it is coming in the string format. So here are the some data types which you can use for creating the variables. Integer variables where when you want to take the values in numeric format, it is used for long, integer, short and byte. Floating variables or floating data types are using for when you want to take the values in decimal points. As for example, book price or a particular item price. As for example, some products. So you have to take, as for book price, you have to take in decimal also. 123.25. So this will be in floating point variables. Boolean variables, as I told you, Boolean variables means when you want to take true or false, only one value will take in that, true or false, 0 or 1. Character variables, when you want to take a character, only a character, then you have to go for character variable. And if you want to say more than one characters as address, name, father's name, then you have to go for text variable, which will come in string format. A string means combination of characters. What are the data types in Visual Basic? We have number of data types as byte, short, integer, long, single, double, decimal, character, boolean, string, even date also. So here are the prefixes, size and values given in front of the particular data type. You have to go through very carefully with this slide. Variable names. How you have to define the variable, what are the conditions you have to put while you are creating the variable in Visual Basic. First character must be a letter or underscore. Don't use the number in the first while you are creating the variable. Must contain only letters, numbers or underscore. Don't give spaces. Don't give periods, I mean dots. The maximum length of the variable will be 255 characters. Don't use the keywords which are given already in Visual Basic as a variable name. It will not create, it will give error. Naming conventions. As I told you that variable name should be meaningful. While viewing the variable, we should know that which type of value this variable is taking. Follow 3 character prefixes. First 3 letters in lowercase or indicates the data type. After that, capitalize the first letter of each word. As for example, integer, test score. Integer is a data type. Test score, T is capital, S is capital. This is a naming convention. Actually, it is not compulsory, but if you are using this naming convention in a programming language, then there will be no problem while you will be in any programming language like C, C++, Java. How you have to declare the variable in Visual Basic? For declaring the variable, you have to keep in mind this statement. Dim variable name as data type. Dim is for dimension. Variable name, the name which you want to take for the variable. As is a keyword, and which type of value you want to take in the variable, that you have to specify with the help of data type. So as for example, it is given dim int length as integer. Dim is a dimension. You have to use dim. You cannot use dimension as a full. Dim variable name is what? Int length, as a keyword, integer is a data type. So it is very simple. Dim variable name as data type. Now in the next slide, declaring and initializing a variable. A starting or initialization value may be specific with the dim statement. Always you have to use with the dim statement, dim. It is a good practice if you set an initial value while you are creating the variable. As for example, dim variable name as data type equal to value. It is also called default value. Default value means when any value is not there, then what will be the value in the particular variable. This you have to specify implicitly by the programmer. As for example, dim int length as integer equal to 5. So 5 is a value which programmer is giving. If the user is giving another value, then automatically that another value will take place into the variable. But if the user is not giving any value, then by default 5 will be there. Some rules are there while declaring a variables. Variable must be declared prior to the code where you are using. Keep in mind, students, first you have to create the variables. Variable should be declared first in the procedure. While you are writing the program, while you are creating the modules, you have to create first variables. Define the variables first. How many variables you want to take. Declare an initial value of the variable in the declaration statement. Actually, it is optional, but as I told you that if you are giving the initialization value in the variable, then the by default value will take place. If user is not giving, then automatically that value will work. What are the default values? If you are not giving any value in the variable, then what will be the default values for the particular data types? All numeric data types. All numeric data types means integer, float, double. If you're not giving, then automatically it will take 0. Boolean value, when you want to take a single value, then if the user is not giving or if you're not initializing, then by default the value will be false. Character, while you are taking character data type, you want to keep one character from the user. If the user is not giving any value, then the 0 will be stored. This will be in the character format. It is not in the number. String or object, if you are going for the string, you want to take the student name and the student is not giving the name in the particular box, then the value will be empty, nothing will be there. And the interesting point about date, if you are asking the date from the user and user is not providing the date, then this will be the date format which will be automatically keep into the particular variable as 12 AM on January 1st 0001. So this will be the by default value if user is not providing any value in the particular data type. Now some of the literals. Literals, actually, while you are putting the values in the particular variable, then how it will run? As for example, see this numeric value 5, 157, 195.38256. These are the values which you are giving into the variable. String means more than one character, and both and all the characters will be put into the double quotation automatically double quotation will put. So the string examples: Paul, hello, Jackson, AL 3654. Character means a single character only, as A, I, question mark, at the rate. Boolean means true or false. So these are the literals while you are providing the values to the particular variables. Now here is one example, interesting example of that. Named constants. Programs often need to use given values. For example, DEC total, it is a variable. Multiply का sign, multiply equal to 1.06. This statement is showing that we are at 6% sale tax to an order total. That means DEC total, the variable is having the value into 1.06. Automatically it will multiply 1.06 by the DEC variable. If you put plus equal to, then the value which is there in the DEC variable will automatically plus with 1.06. So this is an operator which you are using combinedly here. Two problems while using literals for these types of value. The reason for multiply by 1.06 is not always obvious because value will be changed. So when value will be changed, you have to put the change value. If sales tax rate change, that must be keep in mind for the accuracy as 1.06. You can point, if the value is changed 0.06, you have to put the 0.06. So this is the named constants. That means using with the operator, you can directly add the value in the variable or directly multiply or divide. That means if we open this particular statement, DEC total multiply equal to 1.06, how it will be? It will be DEC total equal to DEC total into 1.06. If you open this particular line, then the meaning of line will be the total will be multiplied by 1.06 automatically. So in short, you can write down in this manner. So here is the some information about Visual Basic variables. So for today, I am closing here. Thank you, students. Thank you very much. Take care.